Welcome back, Plugs and Thugs, episode 79.
Yeah.
How's it going? What's going up, everybody?
Shit was real good.
We actually have another special guest tonight, which we'll get to in just a second, as always. You got Daniel here.
Scott right here.
What's going on? I'm Zach.
And we actually have our buddy Mike, also known in the online hockey community as Valimaki. Welcome in, Mike. Good to see you. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, joining us from what? Alberta, right?
Yeah, Calgary, Alberta.
Straight from Calgary. So just give us all the follows, social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We got Discord, but that kind of fell off for a while. But we'll get that sharing going again. NZHL plug. Mentioned it real quick. As always, make sure you check out. We're currently in season 3, a little over halfway through. Myself, Mike, and Zach all in the league. Valimaki is one of the top defensemen in the league. And
I'm one of the top shitters in the league.
Hey,
Join the club.
Nice.
And Scott just kind of watches from afar, but doesn't really check
Yeah,
Discord.
Dude, Scott is legit that spagoot gift that I post all the time, where it's Eric just chilling in the background, like with like the gross hair and stuff, not saying anything, just watching what's going on and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a fucking weirdo.
I know, and he even had a league management tag for I don't know how long
I
before.
did. It was the worst. Don't message me about the league that I don't know because I'm not a part of.
So we're currently going through that. We'll start once we get through the holidays. Probably it'll be closer to playoffs. We'll start planning for season 4. But just wanted to get our usual plug in, and then I want to hand it over to Zach for his plug.
Oh yeah. You can catch me on Zach and Dave Make a Podcast every Thursday, about 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This week we don't really have a guest lined up just yet. We're still trying to fill it, but you can always come check us out. We're weird. Once again, Zach and Dave Make a Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, zadmap_69, because we're mature like that, and then also on Twitter and stuff, zadmap_69. Once again, because we're mature like that.
That last episode popped off a little bit on the viewership, eh?
Oh, with me, with us and the twins, or with you?
Yeah. No.
Oh, with us
you
and the twins?
Yeah,
man, it was getting pretty buck in there, bro. It was fun though,
Yeah, that
dude.
shit
Dude,
popped
Dave and I have known those guys for a long time. I've known the twins since like middle school, bro.
Jeez.
I've been in like several bands with them. Used to skate with them all the time and stuff like that. It was wild. It was cool. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I only barely tuned in for that episode, unfortunately.
Well,
but
you were preparing your liver for your birthday weekend, so if you guys didn't know this, it was
Very
Daniel's
true.
birthday this past weekend. Happy birthday, Daniel!
Happy
thank you.
birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, the big 30 from my own house.
Nice.
Oh, Dirty 30, eh? Welcome
Oh,
to the
yeah.
club, bud.
Yep,
all
did it in
downhill from here.
quarantine. Just drank all day. That's pretty much it. Had good food. Spent time with the wife. No complaints.
Shell.
What happened, Mike?
Just said play some shell, drink some beers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. So like a normal Saturday.
I literally watched Jingle All the Way this weekend, bro.
I watched a couple of movies. What did I watch on Saturday? That's not when I watched Holiday, was it?
Nah, bro, you were Netflix and chilling, dude. Let's
yeah.
be real here. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And then now that we got Mike on here, I just do want to put the invitation out to. It doesn't even have to be just people from our league, but friends that we know that are really into hockey. Mike kind of started this. He reached out to me and said he would be down to come on the podcast and talk hockey, Flames, whatever. Obviously from Calgary, he's a Flames fan, so that's what we'll be focusing on today. But if you're fans of other teams, I know Sophisticated actually reached out to me, wants to come on, talk Senators. A couple other people talked about their favorite teams that they're passionate about and actually know prospects and aren't just LA Kings fans and just know the main guys. But we really want that invitation out there. I think it'll be really cool, especially during, the couple more weeks of off season that we have here. Because we did get a rumor start date of January 13th.
Hey, how hard are you guys right now for the rumored start date?
Rock hard.
Yeah. Yeah, no idea.
Hopefully it actually goes.
Hasn't come down yet.
No idea.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pumped
My
for the
tip-
World Junior. Hopefully that happens.
Oh yeah, World Juniors too. Yeah, my bad for interrupting
yeah.
you. Go for it.
Oh no, it's all like there's just so many interesting prospects. Like as a Flames prospect, we had 2 players make Team Canada. And I'm so
Ooh.
excited for this tournament just because of that. Like Conor Mcgregor was a long shot to make the team, and he in training camp he was playing on the line with Dylan Cousins and Kirby Dodd, and he impressed them. And then they're like, well, we may as well put you on, like you're an extra, or even if you play on the 4th line, you can move your way up and see what happens to this upcoming season. He's probably my most intriguing prospect in the Flames.
Oh wow.
I
Damn.
really watching him in Kamloops, the stuff he did, like how good he is with the puck, his vision, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible to watch. He's 19 years old. Like, it's crazy. So,
Yeah,
I don't know, so hopefully it does transition to the NHL, but it's tough for the young guys, right? So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Kings had Spence and Byfield make Team Canada, and then we had Kaliev and Faber make Kaliev, Faber, and Turcotte make the U.S. team. Helge Grans, the kid that they just drafted this past
Last
draft,
cut, right?
Yeah, he was. So I mean, it's gonna be fun to watch the World Juniors, bro. Just because a lot of our respective teams are like in the shitter status right now. So all we have to look forward to is our prospects. So it's awesome, bro. It's awesome.
True.
Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy, man. I love it.
did they confirm World Juniors are going to happen? Because I know when me and you were talking about a week ago, Mike, it kind of looked like it was in danger.
I haven't heard anything else new about it, so we'll see.
Yeah, but I did hear, like yesterday, they were announcing who's making the team and stuff. So I got to imagine they're planning to have World Juniors.
I think they're in a bubble, so they should be okay, right? Like as long as they get the players quarantined,
Yeah.
True. This is true.
2 weeks or 10, 11 days. So we'll see what happens. But, I really hope it goes through.
I know. I'm just excited that we got a start date because at first it was like we were looking forward to December 1st, and then that just was gone pretty quick.
No.
Then it was January 1st. Then that was like, then there was a rumor that maybe we're really screwed about even having a season because everything else going on with the owners and the Players Association. And then all of a sudden we get news that January 13th is pretty much established. We've got players from other countries boarding planes. What's up, Zach?
Mike, do you have an iPhone and headphones?
Yeah, I do.
Bro, just the link that Furry sent you. Go to it on your phone. Copy and paste it into Safari with your headphones and everything on. Boom, there we go. Audio issues resolved.
Go grab them. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're good.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So before we get into talking more flame centric and stuff like that,
What?
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead. Did he freeze? No.
You thought, bro.
No. I was saying that, and then I was looking at your.
You were like slightly moving on the.
No.
God damn it.
The light. I saw the light on your beard.
Oh.
I was like, wait, he didn't freeze. That light is moving.
So before Mike comes back, and we'll talk some King. What's his name? Just got brought in. Who was it? I just saw the tweet. One of our prospects is on his way to LA and is quarantining already, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, I'm pumped, bro. Dude, did you guys see what Rob Blake said about, or Rob Blake and Todd McClellan said? The thing that Alex posted in our chat.
Yeah.
I agree with them. The actual rebuilding portion of it is done.
It is.
We've stocked our pipeline.
Sure.
And we're going to continue to stock the pipeline. But the retooling of the much needed top end is pretty much done. Besides maybe a goalie.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of people misconstrued what was being posted in that article.
Yeah.
Here we
go. Here we go.
It's gonna work.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Go ahead, do it, Zach.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Mike?
Yeah, 1 sec. It's kind of like lagging.
Oh, we hear you
The
really
sound
good,
is
though.
lagging.
Oh, bro, you sound phenomenal.
Yeah, it's much better now.
Yeah, I can't understand you guys now.
Oh shit.
Oh, wait, maybe it's good now. Yeah, it seems to be good.
Oh,
okay.
perfect,
All right.
perfect.
All right, now we're
Hey,
good.
rad. There we go. Now we can hear you loud and clear.
Perfect.
Let's get into it, Furry. Go for it.
All right. Well, now that we can hear you super clear, we want to start this thing before we get really into the flames. We just kind of want to hear the story of Mike, how he got into hockey. We told this when we first started our podcast, I don't know, 2 years ago. Zach, when he joined us, just kind of want to hear how hockey became such a big part of your life, how you became, a big Flames fan. And I told Zach this, being Canadian is not your out. We need a story of how it became, not everybody just is born out of ice and just become hockey stars. So, just start us off. Let us know how it became a part of your life.
When I was a young, like a kid, my dad was a big Leafs fan, and like I was born in New Brunswick, out in Eastern Canada, and one day it was like Saturday, and we were watching a Leafs Flames game, and I was like maybe 3, 4 at the time, and my dad wanted me to cheer for the Leafs, and I was like, nah, I was pointing at the red jerseys. I'm like, that's my team, and eventually my dad got an oil field job out here. When we moved out, it was just perfect, right? Like a dream come true, moving to the city of my favorite team, and I just played hockey my whole life, and I mean that's basically it. Like,
So you
live out in Calgary. Yeah, I played as a kid.
Okay.
And then, I don't anymore, but I mean, maybe when COVID's done, we'll see.
Hockey is like
into it or
baseball
not.
out there, right? Like everybody plays fucking
summertime
hockey,
we play
right?
baseball, and then in the winter we're always playing hockey too. So
Oh, you do a little bit of both, huh?
yeah.
I wish it was
we
like that
play a
here.
lot of slow pitch in the summer, like not so much of baseball, but
Yeah, I do the same thing. But
yeah.
no, I mean that makes sense. It's that's cool though that you did the thing. Most kids follow their parents. I actually did the same thing with a lot of my sports teams. Rooted for teams that my dad wasn't a fan of, or my parents were a fan of.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool that you ended up moving to Calgary.
Yeah, no, it was
Worked
just
out
super
better for
ironic.
you.
It worked out super well. Never thought that would happen as a kid, so
My parents were never into like sports when I was growing up. It was kind of just on me to get into it, so I just
Right,
followed
right.
whatever was local.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Like I watched a lot of Atlanta Braves baseball games as a kid because it was always on Peachtree TV when I was growing up on Saturdays and
weird.
Sundays. Like, I mean, I'm not a Braves fan, but I just watched it because it was on
Yeah.
TV. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather watch that than cartoons. So
Yeah, I mean it makes sense, especially when you love sports. That's what happens.
yeah,
No, that's cool. I mean, that's all. I just wanted to kind of get your little background, how you really got into hockey, making it because you seem, the multiple times that we've talked, like you're not just I would say like a fair weather fan or somebody that knows just a small bit of about hockey. You know prospects. You know your team. You know the NHL. You don't just follow. I know a lot of people that just
follow their teams. Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of watch everything, man.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. And again, appreciate you coming on and kind
Of course.
tell the story. And
I
and-
do got a question.
Oh, please.
What is
Zach.
life? What is life in Calgary like right now?
Calgary.
It's cold, man. It's
Yeah.
cold. We just as of Sunday locked down for their second time now. We're kind of behind that from everyone else, but I don't know. It's going to be boring here for the next couple months. So
Yeah,
not a whole lot going on.
you can't really go nowhere because it's all
No,
snowy
man.
and shit. Huh?
It's cold. It's -6, I think I was saying, and there's snow all over the ground and stuff. But I mean, with the lockdown, there's not really a point to go anywhere, anyways. So
Well, at least
I
you
love
can
it.
play in the snow, like outside, right? Like outside your house.
I don't. But
How old is he, bro? 9 years
I mean,
old?
we
Come on.
could,
I mean, you got to keep busy. It's
it's a viable
somehow.
option, but I'm not that bored.
I would see it as a good opportunity to lose weight, bro. Just go on the snow diet. Just go out there and just start eating snow. That's what I would do,
man.
dude.
It's not
You
good.
gotta
So fun.
you gotta think about it this way, bro. You're talking to like 3 Southern California kids where we don't have seasons, bro. It's summer and it's summer light with some rain.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like right
There's
now,
not
it
many
might
options.
be. Yeah, it gets cold during the night, right? But
Yeah.
like, that's it. It's dry as hell, dude. Like my hands are getting all dried out. I feel like an alligator and shit, dude. It's terrible.
Jeez.
Oh, I
It's
know.
terrible.
Yeah,
But again-
I mean, the thing is, it's cold for us, and it's 46 Fahrenheit. So
Yeah.
I mean,
lot
that's
of-
still 20 degrees warmer than what you have right now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I forgot to mention, back in Ohio now, so now I'm in the fucking cold. It's terrible. It's 25 Fahrenheit. Now,
I wish, bro. I wish it was like that here. I wish we had snow. I would
know.
love my life, dude. I would love life.
I will say, so California, I feel like 45 degrees in California is a lot colder than like a 35 here. Just because in California you're at a much higher altitude, and so shit just feels a lot colder.
And
Like,
plus
you
the
feel
breeze
wind and
coming off the
everything.
ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, most other places don't get that. Yeah, it's true. I mean, who knows? But I agree with Zach. I'm actually for that. Like, I know we talked about it before. Portland is a place I want to move one day. You get all four seasons, and it actually gets cold and it snows.
Hell
So
Have you ever made it down to the States, Mike?
Yeah, I've been to Boston. I've been to Philly, Chicago.
Ooh.
I really want to go to like Buffalo for some reason. I've always wanted to go there. Like Minnesota.
Oh, you like the
Like
eastern
Atlanta.
states. Ah.
Yeah, I like Pittsburgh too. I've always wanted to go there. I haven't gone yet. But
I don't know if anybody's
I
ever
hear
told you this,
Pittsburgh's a
bro.
good fan.
But
What's that?
West Coast is the best coast, dude.
Yeah,
Hands down,
Is-
always will be. Always will be.
did you happen to go to those cities for hockey games, or just happen to hit those cities?
most of them, yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
Most of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Well,
then I
that's
just,
even
like,
cool.
saw some baseball games while I was there, which was really cool.
Oh, so you went to Fenway Park and heard all
I
the
did,
racist
yeah.
Bostonians out there?
Yeah, it was actually really interesting, man.
They're super racist over there, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Super
Oh, yeah.
racist.
Yeah.
100%, man.
It's because they can be. There's a ton of white people there, so nobody's
It's
gonna
so
say
weird,
anything to
dude.
them.
Like, it's so different
know.
being from Canada. You just don't experience stuff like that here.
We could say the same thing as being from California. You just don't
Yeah.
experience that. You know what I mean?
Fair enough, man.
Yeah.
I mean, remember what happened to PK Subban in Boston? Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
jeez,
yeah.
dude, that's so bad.
fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, so I mean, well, Zach, he answered your question. I didn't know if there was a follow up to that. No, you good?
Did he die?
Are you frozen
He's
again?
pretending to be frozen.
Nope.
He's-
No, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Oh, sorry,
I'll
Reed.
just. No, I'm good. I'm good. I was thinking of a follow-up question, but then I was like, nah, this isn't appropriate.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, since when are we ever appropriate?
True.
No, just go for it.
Not today.
No, not tonight.
All right, all right. All right. Well, obviously, want to get into Flames, your favorite team. Want to have you on, talk about some the upcoming season, last season, some other specific questions, and I know we'll probably have some follow-ups on the ones we kind of sent you, and I know you'll take it in stride and probably drop some knowledge on us, so that'll be nice. But before we get into the serious stuff, I do have to know your feelings on Johnny Gaudreau, and the only reason this is a topic is because us three here know how Alex feels about Johnny Gaudreau,
Yeah.
and I told him I would make sure you understood the level of, I don't want to say hatred for him, but he doesn't like Gaudreau because he gave himself the Johnny Hockey nickname, the moniker.
I mean, that's fair. That is fair.
And he just doesn't like him at all. He almost treats him like Marchand, would you guys say? Like how people
Ooh,
treat
that's
Marchand?
so far.
A smidge.
A smidge. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I just want to know your thoughts because, obviously you're going to have a different opinion as a Flames fan.
I mean, like, it's
And
either
maybe.
way with me, honestly. Like, last season, I mean, obviously he disappointed everyone. Like, I was not happy at all with him and Monahan at all. But at the end of the year, like, he is an amazing hockey player, and he is on my team. He's kind of like the way he's looking at him almost might be like a Matthew Tkachuk to someone. Like, you absolutely hate the guy unless he's on your team. I mean, like, you think he's the greatest thing in the world. Like, it's such a hard argument to have in that sense.
Yeah.
But, like, I can see the hatred, especially from that situation. Like, I don't think anyone should have done that, right? Like, and Johnny Manziel did the same thing in college and football.
Yeah,
Like,
Johnny football. Yep.
And look what
Yeah.
happened to him, right? He tailed out real fast. But I don't know. I don't think you can label yourself like that until you've made an impression.
Yeah, like
prove
LeBron
something,
James.
right? Yeah, I mean, I guess so. But
LeBron James, the chosen one.
But LeBron James is different though. He can at least
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
back it.
He backed
you know
it
what I mean?
up. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
He was saying you
Yeah,
can't really give
100%.
yourself that name unless you do something about it, and LeBron did. He was a chosen one or whatever,
Yeah.
and I mean, look what he's done. He's
Have you
being
guys-
compared to the best basketball player ever.
Have you guys played franchise mode on NHL 21 yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Gaudreau has been giving the star answers the whole entire time, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, the funny thing is I'm kind of, I don't know. I know Alex has always had that kind of passionate response about him. Like, for me, I don't know. I mean, Gaudreau doesn't bug me. I also see him as a really good hockey player.
Mhm.
I like the way he plays. I think he's much better. I mean, he's had really good years. Obviously, last year, like you said, he disappointed. But, I mean, the whole team disappointed, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
After the season they had before that, you were expecting them to come out and, you know,
Yeah. And
bring
it's just-
bring
we
it
just
up.
didn't-
They were
we
looking
just
to
went
level
back
up,
to
and they
average,
took backwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
that was
tough.
just kind of a team thing, I think. And I mean, I think he's done well with his role there. I think he can take a step forward if he wants to be seen in the light of, you know, even somebody like, I don't want to say Jack Eichel, but I mean, people are seeing him.
Yeah.
You know, he's at least done more with less.
Mhm. Man, he's developing into a star. That guy.
Here's
He's
my
crazy.
thing with Johnny Hockey Bros. He's been outclassed and like just overshadowed by like Sean Monahan, dude. Like Sean Monahan is the complete package, while Johnny Hockey is more of like, I'm a shifty, skilled little winger, and he doesn't. I don't know. There's never been like a season that he's had where I can point to and be like, this guy is a true, legit fucking all-star. You know what I mean?
I mean,
feel-
like his 99-point seasons, like that's
True.
That was incredible. And like the thing with Monahan is like, I being someone that watches every single Flames game, like he might be good for 15, 20 games, and then he's gone for 30, and then he's back again.
I
all of a
can
sudden.
attest
Like,
to that
it's-
because
you can't
Monahan
even
is
see him.
somebody I target in fantasy usually, and he's pretty solid, but he goes on that really, really hot streak, and you're like, fuck yeah, I really got a good deal.
And then he's
and
gone.
then he's just like, nowhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can't even see him on the ice. Like he
He
doesn't
must-
hit, doesn't win face-offs. Like
He must
goes
just-
through slums.
This is the king of erection. This is true.
True,
This is
Adam. True.
This is true. But I can see that. I could definitely say that. It must be that Monahan just plays the Kings like a fucking animal.
Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah,
we're
I like Monahan,
statistically
though.
pretty good against
All right.
you guys. So.
All right.
What's up?
I got a question for you here, Mike.
What's
Got
up?
a $1 million question here. What do you think of the Matthew Tkachuk elbow into Drew Doughty's face
Oh my god.
that sparked
Oh
this
my
whole
God.
entire shit? I'm
Yeah,
not talking about.
Jesus.
I'm not talking because I'll talk shit on Doughty. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. But I mean, the initial just elbow to the dude's face. What do you
I
think?
mean, I'm biased, man, but like it's definitely a bit unintentional. But like at the same time, Doughty sold hard, and like Tkachuk does put a bit of an elbow, but like I don't think it's intentional at all. To the fact that it's a dirty play and he should be suspended. But,
Yeah. I love the little
I
rivalry.
can see how
they
it
have
go
going.
either way, right? Like it's one of those plays that are so sketchy, man. You just don't know.
Yeah.
And like Doughty's well known for selling on plays like that. Like, so the refs always have.
I wouldn't say that
kind of
he's
stuff
known
in
for
mind.
selling. I would say that he's known for being a little bitch. Like when things
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He doesn't try to. I've never really seen him take a dive ever. I've watched Drew Doughty since he came into the league, and I've never once that I can remember be like, that was a fucking dive, bro. And I have no problem calling it. Dustin Brown dives all the goddamn time.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
he's soft as shit. But Drew Doughty has, to me, never
Yeah.
taken a dive. So when he got elbowed in the face, sure, he probably tried to sell it a little bit, but he
Yeah.
had to have gotten fucking hit in the face pretty hard for him to react that way.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Like, there's just two sides to it, right? It's like it's so close, you just don't know.
Yeah,
Depends
I
which
mean,
way you look at it.
I like how it ended up as far as like you were saying, Zach. I like how they blew it up to this whole big ass rivalry, but at the same time, like I'm almost kind of close on that. Like the original thing, it's like one of those things that the media and all the commentary that came along with it is what blew it up to what it is today versus the actual hit. Like, yeah, of
Yep.
course, in the initial moment and after when the media kind of rode with it, and made it into something, everybody wanted to see that next time. They wanted to see, you know, Dowdy and Kachuk drop the gloves or big hit or whatever. I mean, it's definitely fun, and it's good for the league, and it's good for the rivalry, which is cool because they're two, you know, Pacific Division teams. Yeah. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe
they got played up a lot by the media, and I'll also say this, that Drew Doughty also played it up a lot, bro. He just Drew Doughty doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut. He just doesn't know how to shut up.
Yeah,
that's his problem.
Very true.
Yeah.
I loved it though. I loved when he scored that OT winner in Calgary, dude. Oh, that was so awesome.
That hurt. Of course it was him, man. Of course it was him.
I think this is Tanner.
It is Tanner, but I mean that's also a great question too. I mean he did kind of go. He did kind of take runs at Zach Cassian, and Cassian straight called him out, and he didn't want to fight him.
Well, he ended up fighting him down the road, and like. It was kind of an uneventful fight, but it just had to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it finally happened.
Yeah. Cassian was impressed. He was like, damn, the kid actually dropped the gloves with me. Like, I don't know. It's just a tough customer to take on, man.
I like the. I mean, this is getting into a different Alberta team, but I like the role that Zach Cassian is like taking with the Oilers, bro. I mean, he's a grinder, dude, but he gets played those top minutes, and he actually scores. I mean,
like you look at like guys like Pat Maroon, like he was amazing in Edmonton, man. Like, and they had to let Rosie want to
yeah, true.
And Cassian's filled that perfectly, right? Like they need that type of player to play with McDavid and Draisaitl.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at Pat Maroon before that. I mean, he wasn't doing much.
Nothing. Like on Anaheim, he wasn't doing
Anaheim. He was nothing.
Yeah.
And then he went to Edmonton, and all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck?
Like,
that's the Conor McDavid effect.
I mean, it's the McDavid effect, but still, I mean, 100%. He's produced after that, too, since.
Yeah, he's still doing good in St. Louis. He won a
Speaking
cup,
of
too.
Cassian and, not Cassian, but Maroon and Drew Doughty, I'll never forget the chirp that Drew Doughty had on Pat Maroon during the Stadium Series. Yeah. Who are you? Enjoy your 5 minutes up here, bud. You've been
in the league for 10 years and you're still in the fourth line?
That's what it was. So I mean, we kind of got into it a little bit, but what are your thoughts on this this past season the Flames had?
I wasn't happy. I'll definitely say that. Like, I expected some regression, but not to the extent we did. It just, all around, we had regressions from every single player on the team. Like, I mean, Dubé was kind of a bright spot, but even he slowed down a bit. Last season, to me, I just look at it as a prospect year. Like, our prospects did some good things. We made some good moves. It's unfortunate that we made the playoffs and then lost in the first round. Yeah. I mean, Dallas did go to the Cup final. They're a damn good team, so it is tough. But to think, like, in that playoff series, if we score that goal that gets waved off, we win that game and we go up 3-1. Instead, they come down, tie it, score an OT, and then win 3 straight on us to win the series. Like, it's crazy that it kind of came down that close. But, oh man, hockey's so tough. It's so tough.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. I mean, I know I kind of already touched on it a little bit, but to me, it was a big surprise too this last season for the Flames because, like I said, the season before, you guys were just. I mean, that season you guys had was just unreal.
It was incredible.
You know, of course, the moniker you flamed out in the playoffs, but I mean, you guys actually put up a fight. Yeah, and you played Colorado. Yeah. That was, I mean, it was not a disappointing season, but that's one of those losses you take, and then you're like, okay, cool. This next season, we're going to take our jump forward. And instead, they did the opposite, and the regression across the board was just amazing.
What do you think it is?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I think goaltending, big time goaltending, and like, I mean, people fight me on it, but like, I absolutely dislike TJ Brody. I could not stand him in a Flames uniform ever since he came back from his injury.
That's it.
But like, and you pay him top line minutes. You have to play him with Giordano, and that limits Anderson and Valimaki and even Chillington, for that matter, on our team. Like, it's so tough. Like, I'm glad he's gone. Toronto, I hope they enjoy him. I don't think he's going to be much. They're going to get a lot of defensive turnovers, and they're going to hate it. But it's just, I don't know. Like, that stuff hurts, you know? And, like, with Jacob Markstrom, I really, really hope that he's still, like, an uprising 31-year-old. Like, maybe he could be, like, I don't know, who's the last top goalie, like Tim Thomas type of goalie at that age? Like I don't know, man. I mean, we need it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing. I know we talked about when all the signings were happening. Yeah. I mean, I know Zach and I kind of agreed with the whole Markstrom thing. It was like, it was almost shocking. Like, he's 31. He got, what, a 6x6, right?
Yeah.
and
a lot of money.
it's like that's a lot of money. I mean, they've got to have some outs somewhere, and like you said, hopefully it's a stopgap. I think he's done enough to get. He probably could have got some kind of a stopgap deal, maybe a little bit higher of an AAV, but a shorter term.
He could have got a 4x6.
The last
would have been
2
fine.
seasons.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Sure.
the last 2 seasons he's played great. I do hope for your guys' sake he continues to play, but at the same time, I mean, it's almost like the same. I put it in the situation where you're looking at a guy who's finally out of nowhere become like this really top end goalie, and then you're looking at people that are on the fence for a guy like Jordan Bennington. Trying to figure out, is he what he was this last season where he started to fall apart a little bit, or is he what he was the last year and a half?
I'll give Jordan Bennington the benefit of the doubt that it was a sophomore slump. It always happens, right?
Yeah, I know.
But
the comparison is there is what I'm saying is you're kind of got a guy breaking out of his shell a little bit late. It's a little bit harder to repeat that, so I'm hoping he can just continue to pull it together for you guys.
In regards to like Flames goaltending, man, it's just it feels like once Kiprusoff left, they never really figured it out like a net. It's like they didn't have somebody in waiting to replace him.
Well, we had no one waiting to replace him, but like we missed on every single draft pick we took. Like,
and every free agent,
it's mind blowing. Like in I can't remember which year Thatcher Demko was drafted, but we took the first goalie in that draft. And we took Mason McDonald. Then, with like 2 picks later, the Canucks took Demko. Now, like stuff like that's like heartbreaking for a team looking for goalies, right? Like, and you just miss, and we sign all these expensive veterans like Mike Smith. Like, it's
Cam
just
Talbot.
been a disaster. I mean, Talbot. I didn't mind Talbot. Out of like all the bad ones we've had recently, Talbot was on the up edge, which is still not good, but
he's okay.
He fell apart in the playoffs, but like he was really good for us in the season. So much better than Riddick. Like I don't think we make the playoffs without Talbot last season. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean I agree with the whole that thing too. But like you said, when you can identify it so clearly that goaltending is your issue.
Yeah.
I mean, why can't at the same time why can't management look at that and either like you said draft better or hit the right free agent? Like, why would you spend more? Like you said, I mean, Mike Smith, he's solid. He's had good years. His character, he's good. Everybody
he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
He's a pitch, but he's a goalie, and that's sometimes that's what they are. They're weird.
Are we just gonna forget about the fucking blatant slash that he took at fucking Mike Richards after the 2011 conference finals? Just swung his stick into him as hard as he could.
Hey, he's an international goalie.
He's
passionate.
But I mean, you sign a guy for high monies, and he's on the end. He's towards the end of his career. I mean, he was in his 30s when he signed with Calgary.
Well,
I mean, he was older than. I'm pretty sure he was older than what you guys are signing. Markstrom at 31, wasn't he?
I mean,
he's
like
34. When you signed him?
Yeah, when we signed him. Yeah.
I mean,
I think the plan is like maybe hopefully Seattle takes him, or I don't know, but I can't see it's like 6 years, man. That's a lot for 31-year-olds. Right?
They only signed him to that because that's the only way to get him to sign. You know what I mean? They must have their side, because I mean, if you're Markstrom, you got to know that this next deal is the last deal that you're going to take.
Yeah,
so why not?
Why not? He got to get his money. He had to get his money now. He finally's been playing top end, so might as well get the top end dollars.
So
it took him a long time to get it.
To follow up on the whole like scouting and drafting and stuff like that, has the Flames done any sort of like turnover in regards to like their like scouting staff, anything like that?
I mean, like, so when Brad Treliving took over from Jay Feaster, our scouting has gone exponentially up. Like our drafting, we have so many prospects now, and like a lot of them are like B prospects, but like all those B prospects add up, and eventually, you could hit on one of them. Like you don't know, like, and I look at this draft and I was so impressed with Treliving. Like we had the 20th overall pick. We traded down with Washington to go 2 picks down, pick up a third, which we didn't have because we had to send to Chicago for the Eric Gustafson trade. And then we get to 22, our guy's still there, so he trades down again to 25 for another third. So now all of a sudden we have 2/3, and we still get Conor Zari at 25, who was his man the whole time. And like, it's just such a good move, and I don't know, like, who knows if those picks will work out, but like, it's just, I don't know. I'm impressed. I'm hopefully, depending on how this season goes, I could see a huge shakeup in Calgary. If we
like, are you
if we tank
thinking?
again.
Are you thinking like they're gonna move like Goudreau, Monahan, any of those names?
I think Goodrow would probably be the first on the list. Like, his contract is the closest to ending. He's already made it clear that he wants to go to Philly or New Jersey and play closer to home. So I think he'd probably be the first name to go. But it sucks. Like, I love Goodrow myself, but I mean, as long as we get a good package for him,
which I'm sure you guys will.
Easier.
Yeah, I think he's not one of those players. We talked about I don't know, a couple episodes ago about some players that they're gonna have to like some other team. Who was it? Was it? No, not Seth Jones. Holy crap! Defenseman, Wild, Dumba. That the Wild are going to have to take a lesser package because of the situation they put themselves in.
Yeah, because teams know.
And so you guys aren't in that situation with Goudreau. I think you guys can get a really good package for him.
He's on a great deal too. Like, like, he only makes
he's not overly
$6.5 million. Like, that's a steal for a top line left wing.
I at least see you guys getting at least an A-level prospect in a first.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know
what
else.
Any less. I wouldn't take any less.
No,
and it'd have to
I could definitely see him going to Philly. I could see him turn. If he goes to Philly, they turn the corner.
Man, how good would he look on that line? Couturier and Giroux on the wing. Oh man, that could be a scary line.
Yes,
Philly's a team to look out for this year. I think they're be really good.
They're a team that took a step forward this season.
That line is full of passers and no finishers, dude.
I don't know. I love that Travis Konecny kid. I think he's going to be.
Konecny's a monster.
You're fucking telling us, bro. He would have been available with that Kings draft pick that we sent with fucking Colin Miller to fucking Boston.
Oh yeah,
dude, Barzal and Konecny were available right then, dude.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
And the all-time best was passing up on Tarasenko for
Derek Forbert.
Derek Forbert.
Hey, we had him at 1.2 last season.
Or taking Trevor Lewis over fucking Claude Giroux.
Oh yeah.
Looking back at drafts just angers me as
well. I
can't stand it, bro. It's
you gotta think these people know what they're doing and what they're looking for, but you know, sometimes it doesn't pan out.
What'd you think of Derek Forbert?
I mean, he was like nothing special, but like he played well for his role on a team that was underperforming.
He's quiet.
I guess. Like,
he's quiet.
He's fucking big, man. He's a big boy. Holy
and he
shit.
can move too.
Like, he wasn't terrible, but I mean, he's not
that's what he is.
Our lineup, right? Like, on a regular basis, but
another big lefty that we had. It was a toss up between Derek Forbert and Kevin Gravel. Gravel's up in Alberta and Edmonton. I loved Kevin Gravel, bro.
He wasn't bad, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the same thing. That's what he was. I mean, that's what Forbert was. He didn't cost, but at the same time, he was nothing that was going to put you over the top. He filled his role and he did it well.
That he did.
My phone's down to 1% here.
Oh shit!
I don't have the switch adapter either. Well, I have a charger. I just don't have because I have the new iPhone, so I have to plug it in.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, disconnect your headphones. Disconnect your headphones. Plug it in, and let's see how it sounds.
Okay, I just.
Yeah, it might be better. It might be better than the laptop audio. To be honest.
The mic on the laptop doesn't pick up as well.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
Does the sound not work?
No.
That doesn't seem right though.
They should have auto connected to his mic.
It's okay. We have technical difficulties here. He could probably hear us.
Oh, for sure, he could probably hear us.
It's all right. We'll get him back.
We'll get him back in here.
He's probably going to see if his roommate has the adapter.
Well, while we take a short little break, everybody, let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Для того, чтобы они сработали, значит, мы отгибаем усики, вытаскиваем чеку, Отжимаем скобу. Ой, блин. Вы с ума сошли, что ли?
And that's how Alex lost his hair.
Oh, that's just a brief touch on that. Alex isn't with us tonight because he woke up today feeling like absolute dog doo doo. So, hopefully he'll be back with us next week and the next time we record.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear audio now.
So can I? Hello?
Mike, can you hear us?
Oh, it's real
Oh, it's
quiet.
so-
Oh,
quiet,
put it
yeah.
on. Can you put it on speaker? I think that might be what it is. No. Shit.
Yeah, you'd be better off on your laptop. Oh, I'm getting hot.
Yeah, you are. It's alright. This is a good video one. It's fine.
Man.
We're never having him back on here.
You're such a dick.
Wow.
I'm just playing. No, that's such a dick thing to say. No, I'm just messing everybody.
That's hilarious. Adam, how's it going?
Yeah, what you sipping on over there, Scott?
I am. Oh, let me show you. Because I have
Oh,
the
please
bottle
do.
here.
Oh, you got
I
that
am
fancy
sipping
ass shit you got?
On some lovely Japanese whiskey.
Oh, okay.
You're fucking 75 years old.
Dude, this shit goes down like water. It's so nice.
And dangerous.
Yeah, I'm only having this one, and I'm fine.
Oh, well, there you go. He'll be back. He's probably getting on his laptop right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I already finished this. This is really good.
Nice.
That
I already finished my beer, but the only thing that I have is that or that Bourbon County bourbon barrel aged stout.
oh, that might be bad.
I'm not trying to crack that right now, bro.
Hey, listen, I got this going, so
Hey, listen.
this is so good.
Actually, give me 1 second. I might have. Maybe I'll have a sour.
There's a government warning on the back.
1 second.
I'm gonna go get another beer too.
See, it says government warning.
That's what they all say, though.
Is that?
Yeah.
With like a bottle of bourbon?
All alcohol says that. It's warning pregnant women to not drink it.
Oh yeah, it is the birth defect.
How drunk are you right now, Scott?
I'm actually not.
All right, so let's get back into our discussion here on ZadMap about failed
what?
U.S. policies and
Oh yeah, we're just gonna go after that.
I'm gonna go grab another beer since this guy's back. I'll be right back.
Do it.
You don't want to leave you alone.
Yeah.
Might do some weird things.
Leave me alone with Adam. Wish I can get some vodka, but I gotta go to school tomorrow. I mean, you still can.
Yeah, what kind of
Come on.
monster are you? Grow up.
Grow.
I guess need to connect their mic cam. Oh. He's probably connecting right now. Let me see if he messaged me.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
What'd he say?
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
oh yeah. Oh, there he is. Okay, he's
Perfect.
back.
Yeah. All right, I'm back.
Oh,
Cool.
sorry. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. I was like, oh shit. Probably should have thought about.
There you go. 50% too. That's great.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, Zach just went to go grab a beer real quick.
Nah, the way Adam, you can trust me. You'll be okay.
You'll be fine. It's
Yeah,
okay.
Adam. Just chill. I mean, we're all drinking here on the
right.
podcast.
Mike
We
is
encourage
back.
our viewers to drink.
Oh, what kind of pen is that, bruh? Let me see what you got. What you got working with over there?
Weed.
Some weed.
Zach,
Hey, there you go.
Legal cannabis.
Oh, dude.
Okay. Oh, you found one too, huh?
Oh, this is old, bro. It's been in my fridge for a while.
Oh, it'll be
We'll see
fine.
We'll see if it's okay. Gonna mix it up a little bit here.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Say hi to everyone.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
We have another special guest.
Whoa, look at you.
True.
You're famous now.
Yeah, Adam says hello. Our one viewer.
Our one view.
Oh, okay, that tastes fine.
Okay, there you go.
All right, so where were we?
Trying to figure out if his mic's gonna be good. That's fine.
Can you guys hear me properly?
Yeah, you
Give
did
me
that. We
one
did.
second here.
I think it's still turned up, Zach. I think you're chilling.
Like as close to it as I can go. So
Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
You sound okay.
Yeah, you're
We
good.
can hear you clear when you do that.
So we left off on thoughts on last season, which we kind of touched on. We kind of know your thoughts on it. So why don't you give us the outlook for this upcoming season? What you expect to see, what you would like to see, maybe players in different roles, things of that nature. And well, like I said, we'll keep it quiet while you're talking, so your mic comes through.
okay. Realistically, like I don't know. I see us like third. Like I put Toronto on top of that Canadian division. They're loaded offensively up front. It's going to be really tough to play against. Second, I got put Edmonton. You can't bet against McDavid. Like I learned years ago playing fantasy hockey, never bet against Crosby. Now like McDavid, I think at this point is that plus. So like I'm going to put them second. Their defense is awful. Their goaltending is very sketchy. So but they're going to score goals. They're score a lot. So I'm going to put them second. Calgary third. From that point, like all three Calgary. Well, I guess you guys aren't in the division. We have Ottawa third. They will not be good. Winnipeg, like even with Scheifele and Monet back, I can't see them making noise. That defense is not addressed, and it's a huge issue. Like you have the best goalie in the league as of last season, the Vezina Trophy, and you don't improve that. Like imagine if you had a happy, decent defensive record. That would be a scary looking team. Scheifele, Monet, Sylvia Wheeler. Like, imagine they don't trade Trouba. What if they don't burn that bridge of Buffalo? Like, they could run it up last season. It's crazy how events unfold like that.
I agree. I think the worst move that Winnipeg has ever made is moving Jacob Trouba for Neil Pionk, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong. Neil Pionk is a great right-handed defenseman.
He can be good. Yeah.
Is he a number one RD? Probably not. He's more of a two, possibly second pairing quarterback on the power play. You know,
He's
but
a
moving Trouba was the worst thing they ever did, bro. I can't believe that they did that, dude.
Perfect game. He was all they did. And like at the end of the day, we could ask this. It's like, would you rather start Neil Pionk or Danger? And at the end of the day, I can tell you 100 out of 100 hockey. That's the truth.
Oh, 100%. I would say Jacob Trouba too.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a myth.
I think they try to go for the upside.
You have to get a good pick. You can't just get that pick. Right.
Yeah. So what do you expect, or not what do you expect, but what would you like to see the Flames do this upcoming season?
Man, honestly, like I want to make finals. I don't want to be embarrassed in the first round. So like I'm kind of tossed because if we get there in the first round, I don't have faith that we don't get embarrassed. We don't lose in 5 games for the second straight year. Like it's I don't know, man. I honestly want them to, and like I don't think they can compete. But we're not big at Edmonton. Those are tough teams. I think it's first round loss probably. That's my guess for this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough.
You never want to go expecting that.
No, but I mean, at the end of the day, like if Monahan will show up this year, like things could change. But I don't know. It's tough being a Flames fan. They just bring it up to tear you down every year.
Are there any prospects that you're hoping would crack the lineup this upcoming season?
I'm in love with Conor Mcgregor. I absolutely love the kid, what he's doing. But like, I mean, that's an obvious one for me. But outside of that, like, I gotta go with the defenseman on Minnesota State University, Conor Mcgregor. We just signed him. He's one of the top NCAA free agents. He's really impressed at training camps last season, and I think he has a legit chance to be our 7th seed this year. And from that point on, you only have room to grow, right? So I'm excited for him too. It's an interesting season. There's a lot of young guys I'm looking for. Like Adam Rizika, I heard, is having an amazing time overseas, and Flames are really happy about him. And we'll see, man. We'll see. I can't.
What about the Norwegian Gretzky, Emilio Peterson? Emilio!
He's good. The Flames like him too. He's probably like he could be a call up if an injury happens. So he's at that point of his career. Give him what he hears or more. See what he's really doing. Like in the AHL, that's going to be a big test, right? See how he does.
Yeah.
Full time.
Yeah.
He's a small kid too, though, man. He's only 5'10".
Well, that's our issue. We have so many small skill players.
True.
I felt like if there was anybody that could compete with Toronto, it would be the Flames. And the reason being, the Flames play such a high tempo but heavy game.
Being in the West, right? Like it's just a tough division.
Yeah.
So I mean, like Toronto's not really good under all that, but like they have Brody, so they're gonna know all the game plans. It's the same coach, it's the whole system.
Yeah.
They know everything about it. So we're gonna have to go in really tough against that. But hopefully Jake Marsh can be the difference maker, and I'm really hoping for Valimaki. Like I hope for Valimaki. He lit up that finish league. Oh my God! He has like 21 points in 20 games played, and he's playing deep.
Is this Valimaki's online hockey vouch for the inn? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. I think he should have
trying to get to the
inn. I think he's going to make it. I think he might be a top 4 man.
But how do you feel about now? Did he come back after the surgery and light it up? Because I know that he had surgery.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, they kept him out last season, and they sent him over to Finland to play at the start of the year when all the lockdowns happened, and he just got brought back last week, so he can get the quarantine time.
And there's some Kings prospects coming back into LA to quarantine. Oh, that's exciting!
No, I don't know this.
It's so.
We're getting.
Yeah, I mean it's nice to see for sure. I know that was one of the things when they started rumoring the January 13th thing, and then all of a sudden you started seeing like pictures of guys coming from other countries come quarantine in the States. They're just like, hey, boarding a plane, and then you're like, oh shit, all right, this shit's happening.
All right, I want to ask you a question because I want you to toot our horn for a second here. What do you think? What do you think of the Kings prospect pipeline, and how do you think it's going to look in a season or two?
Oh man, I think obviously Michael is incredible. If I heard the issue is that he doesn't try and practice, and in the NHL it could be a huge issue, but I feel like he probably understands that and he's going to work his hardest to succeed. Obviously, but one thing I question: what are you guys doing after John Quick? You have Cal Peterson, so right?
We have Cal Peterson. There's Luca Perique. He's playing in Spokane. You also have Jacob Ingham. He's on the Kitchener Rangers. So there's a couple kids that the Kings have. I don't think the Kings have a Jonathan Quick 100% replacement. I think it's like
can you replace Jonathan Quick? That's a really tough replacement.
Right now, at this point, anything is better than Jonathan Quick. To be quite honest,
That's the stage in his career. Okay, yes.
Cal Peterson will be that stopgap until either Lucas Perique or Jacob Ingham prove themselves to be the number one, or the Kings are yet to draft the actual heir apparent to Jonathan Quick.
Yeah. I mean,
see, what
you guys didn't get anything at the draft.
In defense?
Yeah. You didn't draft a defenseman, did you?
Yeah, we got Helge Grans, Brock Faber.
Right.
Yeah, they drafted some pretty high-end defensive prospects, but it's they didn't draft anyone that's going to replace Drew Doughty, if that's what you're alluding to. They didn't draft anybody that's going to replace him. Yeah.
But
not
next
yet.
year's the draft for the defenseman.
Yeah, next year's the draft for defenseman. Yeah, that's why I mean, I don't know if you watched any of our episodes around the draft, but I was saying, it's so stupid that these teams are going to target Jamie Drysdale so high when next season you're going to just have a pipeline of defensemen coming into into prospect pools. If I can toot our own horn, I kind of feel like LA is going to be the Toronto of the West, where it's just so much high end skill and just so fucking just coming at you the whole entire time that it's just going to be unstoppable in a couple of years. The Ducks are going to look really good. I just feel like the Flames, especially with this upcoming season, they need to see the writing on the wall that the current group that they have is just not going to cut it, right? And then you ship out the pieces. I'm sorry, go for it.
No, you can continue. I was just saying it's too many failed years for it to work.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you gotta figure that the core of Sean Monahan, Johnny Gaudreau, like Mark Giordano and stuff like that, they're not gonna will you to a cup, man, or playoff wins. They just don't have it in them to do it. Yeah. So you cut your losses, you move Johnny Gaudreau for a hefty package, you fucking entertain calls on like Sam Bennett and stuff like that, and just stock that pipeline, bro, because you guys. I mean, Sean Monahan's still like incredibly young, bro. So I mean, if you stock that pipeline and you have a quick turnover, the Flames will be scary as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, by the way, that's Alex. Alex said Ingham is a bum. Hot take.
Alex is a bum. That's a hot take.
Is it though?
Feel better, boo.
Yep. There you go. Flames need to move out guys like Gaudreau and
Mangiapane,
and focus on rebuilding with Kachuk and Monahan still. Yep.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Kachuk's definitely a centerpiece.
I agree. As much as we do not like him,
you give that kid fucking captain, bro. You give him a fucking captain.
He has any chance. Anyone else? Yeah, he has so much heart. He has so much skill, and he can actually when he's not being a little pussy, he can actually drop the gloves and pound some people. So he's got the full package, and I believe you build around that.
I don't know who you are, mysterious Facebook user, but we miss you too.
Smooches.
But wholeheartedly, dude, the next captain in Calgary is fucking Matthew Tkachuk, 100%.
He's a captain embodied right there. Yep.
I don't see anyone else.
He's a heart and soul with actual skill.
You notice him every single game. It's incredible.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I can't disagree. As hard as it is sometimes.
Oh yeah, I hate the guy, but he's a great player.
He's a great player,
and he's somebody that you put if there's gonna be anybody that wills you guys to a cup, it's fucking Matthew Tkachuk with that C on his chest. That's the only way that you're gonna get there. Giordano has earned the right to retire as a Flame, but they need to focus on developing C and defense prospects. I agree with that, because after Sean Monahan, who's your second line C? Josh Anderson?
No, Michael Backlund.
Backlund, that's right. Michael Backlund's fucking solid. I love Michael Backlund. He's your shutdown guy, dude. You can play him against anybody, and that guy's gonna fucking shut him down.
He's a good player. He's paid a little bit, but it's doable.
Yeah.
I mean, besides that, center, we're pretty weak. We don't we got Derek Ryan. We just picked up Jacob Nordstrom. We did get Josh Liebo too, and I heard that he plays some center, but he's a kid, man. He's never really been taken off in Vancouver, but he always seems so close to me to doing well. He's a
I don't think he's ever been given the opportunity or the chance to fucking take off.
He hasn't.
Yeah.
We talking about
Liebo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree. I know Alex and I always talk about liking Josh Liebo. He hasn't been given the chance as top minute role.
No.
I think he has a skill to surprise a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I think he's going to be playing on the line with Matthew Tkachuk and Michael Backlund this season.
That's going to be scary.
If that does happen, who knows? Who knows what happens? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
It's a possible 30-goal scorer for you guys right there. The kid has an awesome fucking shot.
Yeah, he's not great at utilizing areas, but playing with a guy like Michael Backlund and Matthew Tkachuk might help that. So
in the Kings centric podcast that I do, we always harped on the Kings trading for Josh Liebo. Just never fucking happened. What do you think about Sam Bennett?
Love-hate relation, man. Every year.
It is.
highest ever draft pick in Flames history. Drafted at number 4. Like earlier in that year, he was projected to go number 1, and we took him.
Mm-hmm.
Small kid, can do a chin up. Great rookie season, amazing rookie season. Playoffs is incredible, and then just disappears. Now, like I don't know why you can't put up more than 30 points. It's mind-boggling because you watch him play in the playoffs, and man, it looks like he put 30 points in 20 games in the playoffs. But you can't do that in the regular season. And
I think he's self-sabotaging, bro.
I think it's like he's playing with Derek Ryan and Lucic. Like he's got nothing. You know.
Oh fuck! I forgot you guys had Milan Lucic. That's terrible.
I know. I know.
Alex, go and come on, bro. Come on if you're filling up to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, we could actually hear. I don't know what happened to your mic, but all of a sudden we can hear most of the words you're saying. So
yeah, we hear it better.
Sam Bennett has a face that I just want to fucking punch, bro.
You've said that so many times.
Yeah, I know you said that on so many players.
I just want to knock him out, bro. With his fucking. It is the mustache, bro. It's fucking gross, dude. Nah, Adrian Kempe has a lot more skill than Sam Bennett. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Kempe's got the
different agents, though, bro. Like Bennett has taken on like a tough guy aspect of it.
That's true. That's true.
Like
Kempe's got the skating in the hands.
I'm okay with him staying in our top 9, playing that role. If we can pay him under $3 million a year, I do like that contract. Like
that's not bad. That's not bad. He's a new age bottom 9 player, right?
Alex hates Kempe. That next comment is all Alex.
I didn't even see it. I don't want to see it.
He said Kempe has speed. He's a glorified soccer player on skates.
I'm taking that off.
Him and I argue about Kempe all the time. I know, I agreed with a lot of what he said last season, or on some of the stuff he said this last season about Kempe, but him and I have always gone head-to-head on that one, because I also agree. I think Scott's kind of been on the fence with Kempe. But I agree. I think Kempe is a much better player than he's been given credit for. He started to break out, and then we started a rebuild. I mean,
true.
There's not much.
You're not wrong.
How much you can do? I mean, I'm not saying he's a Conor McDavid player, so he's not going to take and shoulder a load. So I mean, he fits his role. He plays it well. So if you have a team that's not rebuilding, I think he puts up a lot more points than he has in the last season and a half. Yeah, I think he's a top 6 guy for sure.
So we already kind of touched on like prospects to watch for this upcoming season and stuff. Who do you think? Jesus Christ! This is true though. He is the Don Cherry of the podcast. All right, let me ask you as a Canadian, what do you think of Don Cherry?
I mean, I've always liked him. Like I grew up watching him. I don't think he should have fired him. That's what he said. Like, I mean, he also should have manned the fuck up and apologized. And I think that was
true.
I mean, I don't know. I grew up on him, man. Like, it's just I watched it every single Saturday. Like, I've always liked him. Man. I think he's a little hard on the Russians for sure. But besides that,
that's what it is.
He just not give them break.
Adam is the dark guy.
He was talking about Ovechkin for over celebrating when he was like in his sophomore year. I was like, hey, give the kid a break. Like, 50 goals.
It's that boomer mentality, bro. Where if it's not you, or if it's not something that you like, then you gotta hate on it. You know what I mean?
You
can't give credit
to the older guy. Yeah, I mean that's just what happens. It comes with the territory, I guess. But yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I think if he mans up and apologizes, you're in a much different situation than what he did.
To be honest. I mean, now he does a podcast apparently, and it's popping off. So I don't watch it, but.
Well, it's all the boomers listening to him, bro.
Yeah.
So we talked about who to like watch out for as far as prospects go and stuff like that. Who do you think is the most overrated Flame right now? And you can't use Milan Lucic because we all know that.
We all know that. Yeah, that's
overrated. Oh man, I mean, like honestly, I hate to say it, but Gio's there, man. Like last season, he mightily. He did not look great ever when he was on the ice. Now, I love him. I'm always going to be a Giordano fan, no matter how good or bad he plays. But I think he's a little bit overrated this year. We got him like labeled and penciled on the top line. I don't know. I think there should be a room for movement on that. Like if you get the Rasmus Anderson or Valimaki, like Hannafin is due to break in. That man was drafted 4th. Like he's a damn good D. He's got the size, he's got the smarts. He just has to put it together.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm going Giordano on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a fair assessment. It's something you shouldn't feel bad about. Sometimes you just have. Yeah, I mean, he is. Isn't he turning 40 this year?
He's
No,
37 or 38.
Oh, yeah, I thought he was 39.
Yeah, he's
Okay, still, I mean, he's getting close to 40. I mean, yes, he had such a great season 2 seasons ago, but like you said, he was not overly impressive this season. He's playing his role, but that's the thing is sometimes you get to the point where you just need to play a role and let the team do what's best for the team, and the team has to realize that although this guy has been what he is to the franchise, you have to put him in the role that he's going to fill best for the team, and it's going to be best for the team in turning the corner. So I mean, I think that's a good one. I mean, most people won't say that, but I agree. I think that's a fair assessment.
I think it's fair as well. I mean, he deserved that Norris that he got, but I mean, he's getting older, bro. He's getting older. The league is changing. It's a different league now. You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything. Even if he has a terrible season this year, I'm still a Gio fan. Love him.
He deserves, like somebody said, he deserves to retire with the Flames, 100%.
Oh,
He will.
Yeah, with Alex. Alex loves Giordano, and he says the same thing.
We're his only team. He's only ever played for Calgary. And then he played in the Super League over in Russia 1 year on a contract.
Oh, that's why Alex loves him. He played in Russia.
Yeah. So Alex, who's your most overrated Flames player?
You know what he's gonna say.
While we're waiting for his answer, who's your most underrated?
My most underrated. I gotta go.
Your own.
Well, Rasmus Anderson. Like I know he's got a lot of love, but like not enough. Like that man, what he has done, how young he is, how hard he plays, and his goddamn slap shot when he hits the net, it's a goal. But he has no fucking act. That's his only issue. He can't hit the goddamn net. But when he does,
What's Drew Doughty?
He went to Drew Doughty's school of shooting.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you can hear it. Like I've been in the stadium and heard him take a slap shot and been like, wow, like that's crazy. You hear that coming off the stick.
Yeah.
He's got a hell of a fucking shot, dude.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
He's
Like
important his accuracy. That's literally it. He would be scoring so many goals. Like power play, power play 1. Oh, that's scary.
Dude, I can hear it loud and clear. Like if you're saying that, it's the same thing. When we would be walking through the concourse and it was warm-ups and we would hear an absolute fucking rocket hit the glass. Oh, Drew Doughty just ripped one.
Oh, yeah. You do.
We knew what shot it was, but it fucking hit the glass. It did not hit
Rasmus Anderson is just so good. Like he's so sound positionally. He's not the biggest guy, right? But he uses his skating and his stick to just take away space, bro.
Damn good in his own end. Like, things are really easy for him. Like he doesn't even look like he struggles on it. Like most teammates, you see them struggling. Really. Like,
I agree. He's probably one of the most underrated players out there right now. 100%.
He said he'll be playing top 4 all year. So I think it's going to be him and Hannafin.
I forget that you guys have Hannafin. That's right.
Yeah.
Gio needs to pass the reins to Hannafin and let Hannafin and Rasmus be the first pair.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. I'd like to see Valimaki and Anderson.
Is he righty or lefty?
Valimaki's left, Anderson's right.
That'd be a good pairing.
Yeah.
But that'd be kind of weird though. A Finnish and a Finn and a Swede.
They get along.
Who's your most overrated, Daniel? Overrated Flames.
I mean, it's hard not to agree. I mean, the same thing with Giordano. He got his Norris. He's been such a cornerstone for that franchise. But I agree. I think there's so many young, talented defensemen that they need to give the reins to. It's hard to pick somebody else because I don't think Gaudreau's overrated because I don't think he's been getting the hype that he necessarily was the first couple of years. So I don't think he's overrated right now. I think people realize that he needs to do something and take that step forward. So I think Giordano, just because he's like you said, Mike, he's pretty much being penciled right into the top role just because that's what he's been. And it's about time to give those other players their time at the top, because that's what you need to get over the top right now.
Yeah, I agree.
What about you, Scott?
I mean, I'd have to agree. Same, like probably Giordano. If not, I'd say Sam Bennett, just because of the attention that he got. But at the same time, he's not really getting that attention that he got anymore. So it's really tough to say like, oh yeah, Sam Bennett's an underrated player, because right now no one's really talking about him or his skill.
Yeah.
So it is really tough to like decide who's an actual underrated player on kind of an underrated team like the Flames, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna go way
on
on the left
paper.
field here.
Okay.
Elias Lindholm. And the reason being, he had so much promise with Carolina.
Okay.
He goes over to Calgary and he's just been quiet.
True.
I mean,
Well,
like he's been
2 seasons ago.
30 years for us.
Yeah.
He's been good.
Except for-
He plays power play. Like he's been the best piece on that girl line. Like, without a doubt.
Especially 2 seasons ago. I remember he was like, when you guys took that step forward that season 2 seasons ago, he was the tops of the NHL for a while. That whole line was just fucking rolling.
Oh shit, you guys got Chris Tanev.
Yeah.
We do. We give him a lot of money though. I don't know how I feel about that. He's always.
I love Chris Tanev, dude. Love Chris Tanev.
I'm hoping he stays healthy. He's like he averages 60 out of 82 games a year, which is scary, man. To give him $5 million for 40 years, like that's scary.
Yeah.
If he gets a bigger injury, like who knows what happens.
He's the new age Zach Bogosian.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Constantly injured.
Oh, yeah.
I always think they're like Mangiapane on the play. I don't know if you guys know one of him, but man, he could really step up this year. Like he's kind of he just signed a bridge deal with us for 2 years or 3 years. Sorry, 3 years. Now it's $3 million, 3.5 a year, and like man, if he has to prove it, right? Like he's a 7th round pick.
Yeah.
He's gonna go out there and play his goddamn heart out. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. A lot of projections are first line is going to be Lindholm, or what was it going to get? It was Lindholm, Mangiapane, and Gaudreau, I believe, and they're putting Monahan second. So like, if he gets that point,
Interesting.
So Monahan and Kachuk on the second?
Yeah, like there's so many rumors, but I don't like.
But bro, if you split up Elias Lindholm and Sean Monahan, dude, that's a 1-2 punch combo. That's just amazing. That is amazing. And then
True.
Backlund as your 3 seed. That's an amazing 1-2-3 combo. That competes with anybody, in my opinion.
That's true.
Who was that? He wore 77. Who was that kid? Who was a power forward? Was it Jankowski? What happened to him?
Oh, Jankowski, yeah.
Oh no, he signed with Toronto. We let him go. Gave up on him.
Oh.
He was just not going to win. Like Easter took him at the 17th overall or 20th overall in his first year as GM. It was a complete miss. It sucked. Like he put up 1 goals 2 years ago, signed a $1.75 million contract for 1 year, and then so now he's gone.
Wow.
I always mix up him and Josh Anderson. They're 2 similar players.
Josh Anderson's an interesting player, man. There was so many talks about Calgary potentially trying to get him. The price is just too high.
Yeah,
He is
I know that. He is
Like,
Zach, didn't you?
an interesting
You
player.
didn't like Anderson, right? Or
No.
yeah, that's what I thought. I think me and Alex were in agreement. We thought it was a good deal for Montreal getting Josh Anderson.
I mean,
Oh,
you know,
I thought so too, yeah.
I thought it was an overpayment.
I'd rather have Dylan.
Josh
They were
Anderson and like Mark Jankowski, those are just players of the past, bro. They're not overly fast. They're just really big. All they do is get to the front of the net, and that's pretty much it, right? Like the game is going away from that.
Yeah,
No matter what we say or do, the game is going away from that.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. It is. Yeah, you're looking at quick, skilled players now. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
That's why you don't see any like new lines anymore. it's a thing of the past, right? That's 3 extra spots on the team.
No, you're right. I never even thought about that, right? Like, you don't have a defined, like, oh, our 3C is going to be our shutdown centerman. Like, that's who you put out there to win you a draw in the defensive zone when you're down 2-1 or whatever. Like, you don't have that anymore. All 4 lines have to score goals, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's wild. I never thought about it like that.
Growing up, hockey's not like that. It's so different. Like, growing up in the track era, it was awful to watch. It was so boring.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Yeah, it's crazy to see how that changed. So the only, I mean, we already talked about your most exciting prospects, so that's fine. And then I know we touched on the goaltending situation, and kind of what your thoughts were on it, but obviously, was there something you guys or you wish you guys did differently, especially in this free agent period with the available goalies? What was your move? What did you think was going to happen before they inked Markstrom?
At the end of the day, like, Robin Lehner had my IPs. I wanted him back. Like, you could have gotten him cheaper. You could have tried him from that. Like, he's still at flirty in Vegas. So I feel like it wouldn't have been a hard pull. I know he's a hothead. I've always liked Robin Lehner all the way back to he did really well in Vegas. And he's younger.
Oh, yeah.
That's the big thing for me. But 6 years is scary for a 31. I mean,
yeah,
it's going to be interesting how they manage that.
Like, they're talking about line twists, and you don't need to chase good guys anymore.
Oh no, yeah.
You actually improve the decision instead of looking at first season.
You have to see. The thing is, like, all these past goalie signings have all just been stopgaps for the issue at hand of not drafting a fucking your next number 1 goalie, right? I mean,
yeah.
I hope that you guys get it in Dustin Wolf, but it's just
he's good.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope for your guys' sake. I mean, as much as I hate on the Flames and stuff like that, it's only because of, like, a rivalry. You know what I mean? Like,
which is more fun for better.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be competitive. It's what makes everything fun. And I mean, no, I agree. I think I hope Wolf makes it soon. They were projecting, I think, the 22-23 season for him right now. So I mean, that's a couple of years into that contract. So either hopefully they front loaded it, or there's a way out of that contract, because if they're projecting that and he's going to be the guy, you'd hate to be having. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a move they could make, but at the same time, it's going to be so hard trying to move a 34, 35-year-old goalie at an AAV of 6. I don't know what it is that season. The seasons beyond, but I mean, it might be hard to do that.
Yeah,
there's always buyouts, my friend.
Yeah. And maybe they're planning for it with this flat cap now. Maybe it's, the jump was supposed to happen and then COVID. So, the cap floor was supposed to raise and then COVID happened.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It was supposed to jump significantly, wasn't it? It was supposed to jump like 10 mil or 8 mil or something like that, right?
That's crazy. That's so high.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's shit. Sorry, Zach, you look like you were gonna ask something. No? No, I mean, I think that's all we had questions wise. I mean, we got through a shit ton. Flames. I know I feel a little bit more learned over here.
I am educated now. Yeah.
All right, well, let's ask this question, because we have a couple more. Have a couple more minutes here.
Yeah.
We'll go into some NZHL talk here. What would you like to see us improve in the upcoming season? I mean, we're always open to suggestions, and we want to improve. We want to make more people want to play and stuff like that. What can we improve upon?
Man, that's tough. Honestly, like, I love playing in NZHL. It's definitely like my favorite league that I play. It's just fun. It's not toxic. But,
All right. I'm going to preface this with, you don't have to kiss our ass, Mike. Don't worry about it. funny. It's
I don't
funny
know.
that
I mean,
you
like,
say that, dude, because some. I'm sorry. Go for it.
like the stats.
Oh shit! Hold on, you cut off real quick, Mike. If you can hear us,
Sometimes
you had a big lag spike. Hold on.
Yeah, just hold on. Just hold on. No, just keep holding. We'll let you know when you're good.
Damn, that didn't happen. Like
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah, that was wild. Somebody must be watching Netflix or something. All right, you're back. You're back.
Okay, we can hear you now. I wonder if we're skipping for him now.
Yeah, we're probably
Delayed.
eventually catching up to him. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Can
like
you hear us yet, Mike? Oh,
private
okay.
chat.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Oh,
Oh,
well. I mean,
maybe he's gonna pick on his phone real quick.
it harkens back to what I told you about, like what that one guy said. You know how he loves playing in the league because you can chirp other teams like in real time and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That's why I try to say like with what we're doing. I know sometimes personally people, you know, when it hits people personally that we know, it's a little bit different. But it's like, I mean, as far as the chat goes, it really doesn't go over the top. It did the beginning, like the first season, because when you're in a new league, people just either take advantage of it or don't know what's allowed, so they just go over the top. I think this season's chat has been the best. It's been the most fun. The toxicity has been minimal, I guess you'd say.
Can you hear us? Are you back?
I can hear you.
All right,
Okay,
cool.
Cool.
All right, what were you
had a
saying?
big lag spike, that's all. Yeah, what were you saying?
I was just saying, like, the only thing I can think of is, like, maybe sometimes stats don't go in. Like, it takes a couple days, or it's not fun. Honestly, I love playing in the league. That's my only thing.
Good, man. I was telling Daniel just the other day, this guy that I just recently brought into the league. I found him like in an LGTC like Discord and stuff like that, and I brought him in, and he told me we were at a party. He's like, "Bro, I fucking love this league because we get to we're all in the same Discord, so we all get to chirp each other and stuff like that." You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. It's funny.
Yeah. Well, Mike, you were in the past 2 seasons, I think, right? You came in season 1, right?
Yeah, I did. I didn't join before the draft though.
Yeah, but you were in last season. I mean, I would say this season's Gen Chat, I was telling Zach, it's so much better. Like the toxicity level it's muted. It's more like people are actually chirping each other and it's funny versus people going over the top and saying, and people are saying like crazy stuff. Yes, it happens every once in a while and we already banned somebody for it, but it's not because crazy.
I think it's because people are starting to know each other. You know what I mean? Like people actually are knowing the people that they're playing with. So it's like, I don't really want to get too personal with this. I'd rather just be like, "Oh, your skates are ugly, you piece of shit." You know what I mean?
What a chirp!
I don't know, bro.
I
don't chirp people, dude. I don't. If there's anything I don't do besides score goals, it's chirp people. I don't chirp people. That's my shit, dude.
That was me, and then I had to take a little bit more of an edge for a while, and now I do it in a funny way. I mean, I don't say I chirp, but I will respond to people, and sometimes I have some witty comments. But I'm like Zach, I'm on the teddy bear side.
Yeah, I don't like to chirp people, man. I just like us to all have fun, dude. Let's all be friends.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean. I think this is a good episode, and I mean, thanks, Mike, for coming on. I'm sorry we didn't, tell you about like the mic situation early, and
we probably could have tested that.
Yeah, we made do with it. I think you were on the phone most of the time. It sounded perfect, and then the second half of you jumping on your laptop, I think, went okay until the last 5 minutes here.
So into the season, we'll plan on having you back so that we could maybe get like halfway mid-season quarter report, whatever, you know what I mean, talking about like Flames and stuff like that, because we do want to like what the plan is getting like somebody from each team coming in to talk to us about their team and stuff like that, and we talk with you about it and stuff like that. So definitely within the first quarter, first half of next season, we're definitely going to get you back in here so that we could talk progress report on the Flames and stuff like that. That'd be awesome.
Sounds good. Yeah. Sounds good.
I think that'd
Thanks
be
for having me,
awesome.
guys.
Of course, yeah. Thanks for coming on, Mike.
So once again, you can follow us on all of the the socials out there in the Neutral Zone on YouTube, Instagram, podcast, whatever, blah blah blah. You can also find me on the Zach and Dave Make a Podcast. You can we're live on Thursdays about 8:30 p.m. Zadmap_69 because we're mature like that. But take it away, Daniel.
I mean, is that it? I mean, well, no, not with that. Was it with that being said? Are we doing that?
With that being said,
That being said.
With that being said, fuck that.
Bye.